Long ago, in the sun-dappled kingdom of Verdel, King Alaric and Queen Ismene longed for a child. When their prayers were finally answered, the royal court prepared for a celebration unlike any in memory. Trumpets blared, banners streamed from every tower, and the queen labored through a day and a night while the people waited for news of a healthy heir.
Any news yet?
Nothing at all. Just waiting.
But when the newborn prince was brought forth, a hush fell over the chamber. The child was small and oddly shaped, with a nose slightly too large for his delicate face, and a shock of hair that stood upright in a single tuft, like the feather of a startled bird. His eyes, however, bright and sparkling, shone with an intelligence far beyond his first breaths.
Your son, though plain of face, shall possess a mind so quick and heart so wise that he will outshine all the handsome princes of the earth.
Moreover, I grant him this. When he comes of age, he may bestow his wit upon the one he loves best.
The king, though startled, bowed in gratitude. The queen clutched the child to her breast, comforted by the fairy's promise, for the defiant plume of hair that refused to be tamed. Riquet grew as the fairy foretold, clever, curious, and full of sparkling conversation. He solved riddles before he could properly walk and outwitted tutors who came to instruct him. Courtiers marveled at the boy's intelligence and delighted in his sharp humor. Yet, as the years passed, his appearance drew whispers. Children in the palace gardens sometimes teased him, and visiting nobles struggled to hide their startled looks. Riquet learned early that wit could win laughter, but not hearts. He dressed elegantly, spoke kindly, and entertained brilliantly. But behind his dazzling talk lay a quiet ache. Who would love a prince so clever yet so plain? His parents loved him fiercely, but the queen often watched him from afar, wondering if the fairy's gift would truly bring happiness.
So wise. But will wisdom keep him warm when love is cold?
Beyond the Silver Mountains lay the neighboring kingdom of Armandia, ruled by a gracious king and queen who, like their counterparts in Verdel, had long prayed for children. Their prayers were answered doubly, for the queen gave birth to twin daughters, but the gifts of fate were uneven. On the day of their christening, the same green-cloaked fairy who had visited Verdel appeared before the royal cradle.
To the elder, I grant the power to bestow beauty upon the one she loves best.
To the younger, I grant the power to bestow intelligence upon the one she loves best.
The king and queen bowed in gratitude, though they could not help but wonder if these gifts were meant to balance the scales of fate. The elder princess, named Clarice, was breathtaking from the moment of birth. Her hair shone like spun gold, her eyes rivaled the summer sky, and her smile brightened every chamber. Yet when she began to speak, the court discovered a troubling emptiness. Words came slowly. Questions confused her. Music and poetry left her indifferent. The younger princess, Leonore, was the opposite. Her features were plain, her nose a trifle long, her chin a shade too sharp, but her mind sparkled like a diamond. Courtiers forgot her looks when she spoke, for her conversation danced with cleverness and charm. Years passed. Princess Clarice grew ever more beautiful, but secretly miserable. Her dazzling looks attracted countless suitors, yet conversations left her tongue-tied. Ballads and poetry washed over her like meaningless waves. The court adored her face, but whispered of her mind. One warm spring morning, restless from the endless chatter of courtiers, Clarice slipped away from the palace and wandered into the royal hunting forest. She sought the solitude of a secluded glade where sunlight filtered through silver birch trees and a brook whispered over mossy stones. Across the border, Prince Ricci, now a young man of 20, had also sought escape. When he followed a winding deer path and stepped into the very glade where Clarice sat lost in thought, he stopped as if struck by lightning.
What was that?
Her beauty was indeed legendary, but it was the shadow of sadness in her eyes that touched him more deeply than her golden hair.
Forgive me, Princess. I thought this place was empty. I will leave if I am intruding.
You may stay. The forest is most certainly wide enough for two.
They spoke of the quiet beauty around them, of birdsong and the scent of pine, and soon of deeper things. Instead of the empty flattery she dreaded, Clarice heard a conversation alive with clever turns and sparkling insights. Though she could not match his quick wit, she found herself listening with an eagerness that surprised her, drawn to the warmth behind his words. At last, Ricci said gently,
Your Highness, I see the sorrow behind your smile. Would you wish for the intelligence to match your beauty?
More than anything. But such a miracle is beyond hope.
Not beyond hope. A fairy gifted me the power to share my wit with one I love. I would gladly give it to you on one condition.
And what might that be?
That in a year's time, you will be free to marry me if your heart inclines. No force, no command, only a promise to consider.
Clarice hesitated. He was kind and captivating, but his appearance startled her.
I give my word.
With a touch of his hand, a warmth flooded her mind like sunlight breaking through fog. Thoughts leapt to life. Words formed with effortless grace. She felt awake for the first time in her life. From that hidden glade, they parted with a secret bond that neither court yet suspected. From that day forward, Clarice's transformation amazed the court. She conversed with scholars, debated ministers, and composed witty verses that spread through the salons of the kingdom. Admirers flocked to hear her insights. The once silent princess became the brilliant jewel of Armandia. But with her new mind came new dilemmas. Handsome princes courted her not only for her face, but for her sparkling conversation.
Clarice, my dear, it is time to consider your future.
Indeed, sweet child. Your heart will guide you.
Do I owe my happiness to marry a man I do not love? Or has my love already begun without my knowing?
Clarice remembered the strange prince with the untamable tuft. Kind, intelligent, but not pleasing to the eye. Though she respected him, her heart was torn between gratitude and desire. Her newfound intelligence gave her the tools to question, but not the answer. Meanwhile, Ricci returned to Verdel with a heart both joyful and anxious. He had given away part of his gift, and though he trusted Clarice's promise, he feared the world's judgment. As the year passed, Riquet devoted himself to wise governance, hoping to prove that a clever prince could be as desirable as a handsome one. He learned patience, the quiet art of waiting without despair. When the appointed day arrived, Clarice walked alone in the royal orchard, her heart a storm. Suitors of every nation had offered riches and kingdoms, yet none moved her like the memory of Riquet's earnest eyes and the gentle strength of his conversation. She realized that the very intelligence he had given her allowed her to see character above appearance. She recalled how his kindness had eased her loneliness. At sunset, she mounted her horse and rode toward Verdel, her decision clear. Riquet awaited her in the forest glade where they had first spoken. Clarice dismounted and approached, her heart racing. As she looked upon him, something extraordinary occurred. The sharp angles of his face softened. The awkward features she remembered seemed to melt into harmony. His eyes shone brighter, and the tuft of hair gleamed like a crown. She gasped, wondering if magic had changed him. But in that instant, she understood. Love had altered her sight. Whether the fairy's spell worked through her heart or her perception mattered little.
Prince Riquet, I come of my own free will. I love you, not for the wit you gave me, but for the kindness that offered it. Will you accept me as your wife?
Riquet's eyes filled with joy. As their hands met, the fairy appeared once more, her green cloak shimmering.
Children of two kingdoms, you have fulfilled the truest magic. Not the gift of wit or beauty, but the power to see beyond the surface. Let your union remind all that love creates the beauty it beholds.
The wedding that followed united the realms of Verdel and Armandia in celebration. Clarice's parents rejoiced not only in a brilliant alliance, but in their daughter's evident happiness.
Pledge to you a marriage of kindness and equality.
And I to you, my princess, with all my heart.